Hi, my name is Robert Nabors, and this is my bullet bio. I'm originally from Oakdale, California. I attended Oakdale High School and graduated in 2013. I'm 31 years old. So here's a picture of my high school. Here's a picture of downtown with the Bistro 120. Pretty good place to go eat. Here's my family, which includes my wife, Anna, and my daughter, Haley. I met my wife about 3 years ago. My life has never been better. I owe my new adventure to her for always pushing me to be a better person. We got married in 2024, which was a very fun time in my life. And in the beginning of 2025, we had our daughter Haley, who will be turning 1 come March. Being a husband and father has been the greatest motivation. My journey before the Marine Corps starts at Amazon as a QC, so quality control associate. I did that for several months, taking inventories and keeping track of everything. And it was very boring, so I moved over to outbound to pack boxes, and they just put you to work. It's a very tough job. You got to pack like 56 boxes an hour, and even if there's nothing coming, you still get dock points for that. So I decided to work at Amazon and go work at Mackey and Sons as a general laborer and welder, working on how to make overhead cranes. And I felt like I needed something more challenging, so I decided to join the Marine Corps. I started at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, San Diego. So here, this is where you get yelled at. You get to learn all your basic stuff to be a Marine. Once I was done with that, we came over to Camp Pendleton to do Marine Corps combat training. You're going to learn all the combat maneuvers, and then you get to hike a lot with your pack and stuff. It We had some pretty good memories there with a couple of the Marines I met. I was done with that, they sent me over to Pensacola, Florida, the naval station over there, to do air traffic control school. This school is about a year long because there's tons of information you have to know. During that time, once I was done there, I went to Marine Corps Air Station New River, one of the hardest stations to be an air traffic controller. I discovered that this job was not for me, so I decided to lateral move over to metal worker, which placed me in United States Army Fort Lee base. I was able to get promoted to corporal while I was in the schoolhouse. Once I was done with the schooling, I was able to go to Marine Corps Air Station Miramar, San Diego. The base there is wonderful. It's one of the best duty stations I had. The golf course was about 3 minutes away walking. I actually got to deploy to overseas to Kuwait and then to Iraq, where I was attached to an infantry unit to protect the embassy in Baghdad. Once I got back to the States, I unfortunately got orders to Polgus and Camp Pendleton, and that's not the best base. It's in the middle of nowhere, and that really finalized my decision to get out of the Marine Corps. Once I got out, I helped my parents start a business in property management and maintenance. Where that chapter ended, I decided to start my journey here at Hallmark, here in San Antonio. One of my favorite things to do is play golf. That when I have time, obviously. I don't have much time now that I have a child. She takes much of my time. I also like spending time with them, even if it's just hanging out at home. I enjoy video games on occasion, and my newest recreation is reading the Bible. I just picked it up and it's quite enjoyable. Nice knowing that there's Bible studies at this school. And kind of the interesting fact about me is I'm able to pick myself up whenever life brings you down. Through the ups and downs of life, I'm able to pick myself up, dust myself off, and keep going. I do not quit when things are getting difficult. So that trait really is going to help me in this school because it seems like it's going to get difficult and you just got to keep pushing through. My goal at Hallmark is to accomplish everything that is asked of me and thrive in that. And I want to make friends along the way to better myself for my family. So when I look back, I did everything possible to make sure my family had a better life and that I could be proud of. Even if my daughter gets a little spoiled um, from all the success we're going to have. So I believe we study character because it's a very important aspect in life. To be able to, the ability to have good character in the workplace and in life is going to give you an advantage to give you a great reputation in your community and in your workplace. I feel if you're able to set the example with good character, it's going to rise up the people around you. And that is the end of my slide. I hope you all enjoyed. Y'all have a good night.